Hi everyone. Come and get ready with me so I can show you how I got this entire look out of Dollar Tree products. Everything is Dollar Tree on my face and it's absolutely beautiful. All of these are new finds from this summer that I have yet to try, and I'm trying them on camera. So come along with me as I show you step by step how I got this look. So I've already done my base makeup, so I used my foundation, which is my favorite. This one is almost empty. Like I can't, well, of course now it's stuff is coming out, but there's like very little in here. And so this is the Essentially Ageless Foundation by Be Pure. It is a serum foundation, so I really do like this. It has this kind of a finish that's very natural. It's not too dewy, it's not too dry, it's just not too powdery. I just love it. For $1.25, I think this is a great product. You can use this even though they only have 3 colors. I have a tutorial on how to mix different products from the Dollar Tree to get any kind of custom color that you need. Of course, this color right now is matching my skin very well. It doesn't always, match my complexion because maybe I will tan or in the winter I get more pale, but right now it's doing really well. So I have put that on and I'm kind of ready to go. I already put on my SPF, so I am using right now this Dermatology. I like it. I don't absolutely love it. It's very expensive for what it is. I think it's a very nice, it's moisturizing and it is tinted, and it has SPF 46. So it's a nice sunscreen, but it was like just wildly marketed all over my social media to me. And I've used it now for like about a month. And I think it's good. I just don't think it's any better than the stuff that I was getting at the drugstore. And that stuff was much less expensive. So I like La Roche-Posay. I can put it on. If I want to tint it, I just add a little bit of this and I just put it on. And it is wonderful. Like, and it's much cheaper. I think these two together with a 30% off were like $75. So it's really expensive. I am using the Luminous Eye Corrector and I have it on right now. And do I think it corrects? I do. Again, it does have sunscreen in it, but I think the La Roche-Posay does well. Do I think it's any better than stuff that I've gotten at the Dollar Tree? No. I do not actually think it's any better than the Essentially Ageless when I am correcting. If I want a little bit of like a peachy hue, I am going to use the Peach Corrector by LA Colors and just mix it with this and just like dot it underneath. And it does so well. So, I think these are nice. If they were cheaper, I would certainly repurchase, but I don't think they're worth $75 in my opinion. And I think that there are better alternatives that are more in my price, point area. I'm not going to spend $75 every month or 2 months to get these products. Okay, so on to the Dollar Tree stuff. Lots of new stuff. So the lip balms, guys, these are just great. I think that they dupe the Vaseline lip balms very well. I have tried them side by side. I see no difference in how they perform. And this is $1.25 for 2, so you are going to be saving a little bit of money. I think that the ingredients are just about identical. And, I think when you're looking at a petroleum jelly type of product, it's hard to say that one is better than the other, but this is more economical. So, just go with, I think, your Be Pure option. So this is how it looks, and I just take a little bit. I usually just use it on my lips, and I absolutely love it. And it smells good. It's not a, strong smell, but it smells really nice. It's a little fruity. So this is Blushing Rose Scent. So I also got the other one. It wasn't just the rose one. I can't remember what it was, but that one smelled a little bit stronger and a little bit better. But anyway, these are a great buy, and they just moisturize my lips really well. I got some great Ardell lashes. I'm gonna try these out today. So these are no adhesive needed, dip and apply. I've never tried that. So I am gonna try to dip and apply and see how I feel the adhesion is. So this is from the new Ione collection. This is the Dragon Fruit Lip and Cheek. It's the only one I think that I liked. The other 2 colors were just, I don't know, they were too bold for me. And even when I use this is pretty long lasting. It's a pretty like long-lasting formula. I'll just put it on my hand for now just so you guys can kind of see the color. But on the cheek, it can blend out. And then once it sets, it is like a very long-lasting formula. So that I like, that's something I like about it. But I also purchased this. This is supposed to be a blush serum. So it is a cheek and lip color. I haven't tried it yet. It's a water-based formula and it's got serum ingredients in it. So it's infused with apricot fruit extract. So that's kind of nice. And I don't really see much else in there besides the fruit extract. But so since this is supposed to be a serum like blush, I kind of wanted to try this one out. But I will tell you that I'm also really wanting to try these out. These came out in the beginning of summer. Instead of trying this time, I'm going to just go in and use this on my eyes. So I can't wait to try this Per Kitty eyeshadow. So many good things. And then this is also by Ione. This is Swipe and Glow Blush Stick. I've heard really good things about this. I've heard that you can get a very light, nice, like diffuse kind of color on your cheeks and that it lasts a long time. So that is also going to be for another day because I think I'm just going to dive right into this. Let's just see what it looks like. And I also got the LA Colors Matte Liquid Eyeliner. I have not tried the matte eyeliners before. What I didn't like or my critique of the other eyeliners were that they were very shiny, but they also flaked off. So hopefully since this is matte, it won't be quite as shiny. And it wasn't a look that I enjoyed, but I think a lot of people did like that look. Okay, so I'm gonna have to, I think, take this with a blush brush. Okay, so I've just put a little dot right here. Now that is really pigmented. Oh my, okay. So it's nice and pigmented. I think I'm just gonna go in with this fluffy brush and just kind of, wow, guys, it is very pigmented. Okay, let's just try it out. Okay, you need a dot, a tiny, tiny little dot, but it is really nice. It's a nice color. It seems to be blending out pretty well. Let's see if I can't get my blending brush out. Okay. It's pretty good. It's not blending as well, I think, as some of the Ione products, but it's a nice color. I really do like it. Now let's see if I can't get it on my lips. I think I'm just gonna take this and put it onto my lips. Let's see. I haven't lined, so let's see. It's pretty. Okay, it feels creamy. It feels moisturizing. It would be great if it was a very long-lasting formula. Let's see how long this lasts. It's a little bit difficult to get it to apply evenly, but I also feel like it's drying down pretty fast here. So it's pretty. I like it. At first impression is I do like it. It's a very pretty color. A little bit red, a little bit plum. I like the color. So yeah, so far I'm liking it. Very pretty, but goodness, that was quite pigmented. You have to be very, very careful to just put a little bit on, and not go overboard with it. So this blush stick is something else I want to try. Everyone is raving about it. I have to say, guys, I tried to get this off. I am going to have to use micellar water. It seems like once this is set, it's going to last a while. So it went on just slightly patchy on my lips, but I could work with it. Okay, so let's just do a little, I got this off with micellar water. It really took some doing. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It goes on like a dream. It is like really creamy. Oh, that's so pretty. Really creamy and really, like, it feels just so soft on the skin. Look how that blends out. That is beautiful. I believe there was another color. If I find it, I'm going to pick it up because that is so pretty. Not patchy, not, it's just really pretty. That looks like it's gonna be really nice to use. Okay, so let's just try this as well. I just want to swatch it because I love the LA Colors launches. They're, a lot of times you see them just repackaging some stuff they've already put out, like it's just a color, but they call it something different. But this looks very different than the blushes I have from them. Okay, I'm just gonna start with like an all over lid color right there. And I am gonna use this e.l.f. brush that I have got to replace all of these e.l.f. brushes. But this is the eye brush. And then the other e.l.f. brush that I love is the blending brush. So this one I actually bought new. I have to replace all of my brushes. Well, most of them. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to replace them with. I like e.l.f. a lot, but I also really like just the stuff that we're finding at the Dollar Tree. I saw people finding a double-ended complexion brush, but also there looks like there is a double-ended eye brush. And I'm really hoping that like I can find that, and that will be as dense and beautiful as, you know, their other brushes that we've seen from Sassy and Chic, and that it will replace my e.l.f. for a really good price point. So I'm holding out hope on that. Let's just see if I can find them. Okay, well, this is going on the eye really nicely. It's just an all over color. Let me get it on the second eye and I'll be right back. Okay, that is really pretty. I like that color. Okay, so there's a little bit of like dustiness in the pan, a little bit of powderiness, but it's not bad. The next color I'm gonna take, I think, I just wanna try this orange. I just wanna see what it's gonna look like. Let's see. Let me get my blending brush. See if I can't just build up some of this already orangish, shimmery color. It's pretty. Okay, it's giving me a little bit of color. I think it's giving me a little bit of brightness, but let me also go into this darker color and see if I can't deepen just outside on the outside a little and bring it into the center just a little. Yeah, I think that's looking beautiful. I'm liking this. As always, I really like the LA Color quads. They have good pigment. This is a light palette. It's a very natural palette. So, you know, and I think the colors are really intended to be used together. So, you know, what you're seeing is nice pigment for like a very natural look. Okay, so let me go into the shimmer, see if I can't put it across my lid a little. Oh, it's beautiful. That is beautiful. I love that. Yep, really pretty. I am going to try just a little spritz of setting spray. Let's just see if I can't get a little bit of a better effect there. But I think by itself, it was oh my God, that's beautiful. It was a nice effect. Now this looks gorgeous. This is wet and shiny and absolutely beautiful. I am loving this. So this little palette is gonna go into one of my favorites because I do usually like a more natural look. Ever so often I'll go in with something very colorful and bright. Like I really loved the Ione duochrome blue and purple. I love the purple one. This is definitely going into one of my favorites. I will probably get use out of a quad like this more than I will some of the others. But like I was saying, I love, love, love the purple one that Ione put out, that duochrome purple, the most, and I think I'm almost done with it. I haven't been able to find another one, and I wanted to get one more. Okay, so let me try this matte liquid liner. I'm gonna put it on and I'll be right back and I'll give you my thoughts. Okay, first impression is I like it. I hope that it'll last. I hope it doesn't flake off like the other liner. It hasn't dried down yet, but this is the brush. It is not stiff. It is a bendy brush, but I like that. I like that for liner. Some people like a stiffer brush. I will say that there's one little brush piece that is sticking out. I can't get it to kind of lie flat at all. You know, I've tried to kind of put it back into the pot, bring it back out. Yeah, it will not lie flat. So, you know, as long as I just don't use that side. This went on very well, very easily. And I like the brush. The brush is like very malleable. It moves very well. So, you know, it's a nice liquid liner so far. I want it to dry down. Actually, this has dried down pretty well. It is matte. It is not shiny, shiny like the other liner. Yeah, it's dried down pretty well on my eyes. And I like that. I really do. I'm gonna use a little micellar water, I think, to clean up my sides, but I like that a lot. First impression is this is probably the best liquid liner by LA Colors I've ever used. I'm not a huge fan of their liners in general. So nice. It's not bad at all. Okay, moving on to these lashes. It's water activated lash band. Let's see. So I guess I just put water on it. It doesn't have specific instructions. So I'm just gonna go with, I put water on the band. All right, I'll be right back. Let me get a little bit of water so I can just brush it on. Okay, so there actually are instructions. I am supposed to put this band into warm water for 10 to 15 seconds. So here's my warm water. Let's just put these bands in. I will wait 10 seconds and I will be right back to try these on. Okay, well, first thing I'll say is the whole thing is wet. Putting it on my eye like this might be a little tricky. The band is sticky, not very sticky at all, actually. I'm just wondering if there's like a cover I have to take off. There is not. Let me leave it in there another 4 or 5 seconds. Let's just see about this one. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to let them set up as I would a typical lash that I put glue on and let it kind of get tacky. Yep, it's starting to get tacky. So let me just wait for a few seconds. I'll be right back and I'll try to put these on. Okay, I think it's getting much more tacky. The thing is, the whole entire lash is wet. Oh, that's my puppy. She wants to go outside and bark at the neighbor's dog. And I'm not gonna let her go back outside and bark at that poor dog. That poor dog. Our neighbor's dog is deaf and blind. I guess it doesn't bother her any, because she can't hear them, but okay. I don't know, guys. I don't think this is sticking. This might be a fail for me. And the whole entire lash is just soaking wet. I think you probably need to soak these for a little bit longer than 10 to 15 seconds is what I'm thinking. All right, guys, let me try to fix this. I've got to go get my lash tool because that'll really help me. And I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I don't think I'm able to make these work, even if I cut them down, which I think I'm going to. There is a lot of glue on the lash, like on the band. And it's just like sticking to my fingers when I'm trying to, even it stuck to the tool and the whole lash came off when I used the tool. It was just sticking. I can't show you. I don't think you can see, but there's just a ton of glue. I wouldn't use this much glue if I was sticking them on myself, with putting the glue on myself. So I'm not sure how I feel about them, but, overall, I'm not sure how I feel about them, but they're very pretty. I think that there's plenty of glue, but oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys can see that. There's so much glue right here. Yeah, I don't think the pre-glued lashes are gonna work for me. Oh, geez. It's too bad because they are pretty lashes. Let me just try to, it's just not gonna work. Unfortunately, I tried my best. So all you need to do to finish this look is just to put on some powder. And I am still using this Makeup Lasts All Day setting spray by La Mercier. I do like it. I've used it for quite some time. I was using for a little while something that came through the Dollar Tree that was like brand name, and I liked it, but I'm totally out. And this does just as well as anything I've tried that is kind of in the lower price point. I mean, it's definitely not your, very high-end stuff that really like locks in makeup for hours, like 8+ hours. But I get a good 6 to 7 hours out of this. There's other ones that'll lock your makeup in for like 12 hours. It's not that, but it is a very good product for the price point. I use it all the time. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I think the winner for today really is this quad. I think it's so very pretty. I'm gonna feel beautiful and happy wearing it tonight out on my date night. I also think this blush is nice. I think it's gonna be long lasting, but it's extremely pigmented. And then just as far as the swatch goes, this blush is beautiful. I am definitely gonna use this week and see how it works out and do it with my next Get Ready With Me, use it. Because it's just so beautiful. But that is the look. As always, I have to put my hair down. Let's see what we end up with here. And that's that. I hope you guys like this look. I hope you can find some of the products, at your local Dollar Tree. Everything I have on is a Dollar Tree product today. Absolutely nothing is not Dollar Tree product with the exception of my skincare, which again, Guys, it's too expensive. Let's go with something a little bit cheaper and actually that will work a little better, in my opinion. But, you know, for $1.25 still, I hope it's not going to come up. My stores still have everything $1.25 as far as skincare and makeup. But for $1.25 each product, this is excellent. And you really need to give these products a try. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, take care.